always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking.
Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to the chaos that is building this Lightning Sprint, getting ready for this year. So it's been a wild week. I posted 3 videos, just going over the chassis, going over, the motor install and some other stuff. But basically, we hammered down. I didn't get a whole lot of time. I've been out here anywhere between 9 to 14 hours a day this past week, and we did the motor install, and now we got the axle on it and everything. So front, rear, brakes ran, electrical done. Built the spare axle. All kinds of stuff. Did fuel lines. Steve and I worked on that the other night. I haven't had time to record anything or record much of this. But we'll highlight some of it. We'll go over it. The main thing I want to show you is how we ran our fuel system and fuel delivery, and how it turned out, which I'm really, really, really proud of. So stick with me. Give me just a moment, and we'll take a look at what we've gotten done here.
Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe.
Alright, so taking a look, I did what we discussed to put the 75 micron fuel filter back here running into this. We ran it down, we had to make a new line, and went to a 45. So it dips, so it doesn't dip below the rail here, which is important. But this worked out exactly the way I wanted it to. The clamps from Hyper, which I'll link, worked out perfectly for this pump. I mean, it's solid as a rock. It's not going to go anywhere. I did have to trim the floor pan, which really, it's not a big deal, even because we're going to put that underneath. That's a pretty heavy duty piece of steel, weighs 20 plus pounds to add weight to the car. But it runs from here, goes up through there. We got our return line, and then we end up here. This actually looks a lot better in person, and it's probably going to turn out here because of the lighting. But fuel filter into the secondary fuel filter, line here to the rail, and then that mini regulator worked out perfectly because we're already limited on space here, so it just turned out really, really good. And it kind of looks like a mess, but it's really not. We got a little bit more wire management to do down in here, but the firewall is really contained. This is still, this up here is still a little bit of a disaster, but nothing like it was. This whole harness looks better. Everything's ran across the top and tied together. All the grounds ran and just looks clean and really good. Got a radiator in. Steve's dad helped me out with that. We got the hoses ran, pipes ran, overflow drip ran. The one thing that I do on all the plugs on this harness is put dielectric on them. Just because we're going to wash it, it's going to see water. and make sure we get good connection. I used dielectric a lot on my truck and the boat. I used to have a bass boat, and that's what I used to keep water getting into those plugs and corroding. But it looks good. We got the seat in. I foamed the seat. I used some neoprene, 1/2-inch high-density neoprene foam that they use for motorcycle seats and things of that nature, and it turned out really good. Let me move this move the steering wheel. Oh, that's a lot harder to do one-handed. Belts in, but I foamed the entire bottom of the seat all the way up to his lumbar to give him a little bit more cushion and a little bit snugger fit in the car. Used what was it, Quick Shot, or what? It's Flex Seal Easy Shot. Has the silicone all around the foam. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, there you go. All around the foam to seal it off. Goes all the way around the back. Did it in here as well. That'll keep water from getting in there, or at least attempt to keep water from getting in there. Dang, mosquitoes are already out. Got our new chain tensioner. Got that bad boy in there. That took a little bit of work because the space is really tight. Still need to put springs and mount springs inside here. Let's see. Rear axle's done. I made squaring blocks for it out of 2-inch ID PVC pipe. Made one for each end, and then obviously to square the axle. Yeah, that's interesting. It depends on your car. Like this one, I assume most of them, but this one specifically, by instructions as follows, requires each rear arm to be level. And once it's level, you level each side, and then check the level, or check the axle all the way across. It should be level. And how you know it's level is obviously you check the floor, see if it's level, then check the chassis with like a 3 or 4 foot level. I got one up there. On the rail, and then I use these bad boys, and once everything's level, and then I zero it out, sticking it right next to on the rail, right next to the motor plate down here. Turn it on, zero it out, and then check my arms. Got our Jacobs ladder in. We're not going to be able to use 6-inch straps. 6-inch straps this car does not like 6-inch straps because of the angle, the broach, and where this is. A lot of the torsion tubes on the newer cars are out here. You can run a 6-inch strap. We cannot. It's a 7-inch strap or nothing. But other than that, the XXX bird cages worked out really well. I did have to space this right here to make clearance for the brake line. Still may work on that. I mean, that's in. She's beautiful. I had to do a lot of shimming, spacing, but it's gonna work out wonderfully. I'm really happy with how that rear axle turned out. All the brakes are ran, brake lines are ran, ready to start bleeding. Got the right rear hung up there, and left front hung up there. So you want to make sure when you bleed the brakes, you get them above the master cylinder. So the master cylinder's right there. Get them above the master cylinder, and then bleed from the furthest point away from the car, or I'm sorry, away from the master cylinder. And that's just orientation. I just look at it as orientation whenever it's mounted on the car, and then that's the bleeder I start at. So, I use an old brake pad to stick in there when we're pumping. So, and obviously a bleed bottle, so we can reuse our brake fluid. Today we've got, like I said, the whole fuel system's done. Radiator's in, coolant's in, exhaust is done. We are gonna start this car and get this motor running today. So I'll get some videos of that. We gotta start it, change oil, start it again, let it run, get up to heat. Or sorry, get up to temp and kind of season it. It's gonna smoke like a sieve because there's oil on everything. But, oh! So we got our muffler on. This thing is bad to the bone. Ed and his guys at Full Throttle Automotive, they did a wonderful job. I used 2 pieces and was like, I really want it to go this way. We marked a line, took it to Ed, and boom. I think it was like 30 bucks, around 30 bucks for that piece that goes from there to there, and it turned out amazing. I really like that black chrome on that iced up muffler, especially with the white and everything black that we got on. So I also did a bunch of body work as well. I had to do that first and peel off some decal. That we'll cover that another time. But yeah, we'll start the car, get the car running today, and go from there. I'll get some videos on that. It may be here in this video. It may not be on this video. It'll probably be in the next one because I'm running out of time. But thanks for joining in. If you have any questions on how we did something, I'd love to cover it for you guys. So please drop a like and drop a comment and let me know what you want to know about. So we're getting to the crunch. We test next Saturday. So I've still got 4 wings in the trailer outside, plus a trailer to get done. I got to go up to Indy to get some tires and wheels. I've got a lot on my plate. But as always, thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. And stay tuned. Let's see what we can get done. And hopefully we can get this bad boy running. And can't wait to hear what she sounds like. Take it easy, guys.